I've spent 4 years in this university library, but I never noticed the door behind the poetry section before. It wasn't locked. It was waiting. My name is Silas. I was looking for a rare edition of Paradise Lost when I found a book with no title. I opened it, and my own face was staring back at me in a hand-drawn sketch. The first chapter was my childhood. The second was my first day at Foxbury. The ink was still wet on the current page. I turned to the very last page. It only had one sentence: Silas Thorne disappears at midnight in the East Wing. I looked at my watch. It's 11:45 p.m. Wait for part 2 to see if I can change the ending. Part 2 of the Library of Lost Souls. I found a book that predicts my death, and the clock is ticking. I tried to leave, but the library felt different. The exits were gone. Just endless rows of books. I saw a shadow moving between the shelves, a librarian in a tattered robe. She wasn't shelving books, she was writing them. She looked at me and whispered, "You're early, Silas. Your chapter isn't finished yet." I grabbed a pen from a desk to scratch out the last sentence, but the ink wouldn't move. Every time I crossed a word out, it reappeared in blood. The librarian started walking toward me with a heavy iron key. Wait for part 3 for the final escape. Final part of the Library of Lost Souls. The librarian is coming for me, and my story is almost over. She cornered me in the restricted section. "Every soul in this university is a book on my shelf," she said. "You're just a bestseller." But I realized something: if I'm the character, I can choose the plot twist. I didn't try to erase the ending. I grabbed the librarian's inkwell and poured it over the entire book, turning every page black. The library dissolved into shadows. I woke up at my desk in the main hall. The secret door was gone. But when I looked at my hands, they were covered in permanent black ink. Would you want to know how your story ends, or is some news better left unread?